What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back with a car that I haven't been messing with in quite a while. The goal in this video is to get it to where I can actually use it, drive it, and enjoy it. Now, it's no secret that I have a yard full of cars. I promise we're going to get back to this one soon too, because this I think is an easy fix. And I want to get that one done so that I can get it out here. That's the goal with the majority of the cars that I have out here currently, guys. I need to get them done, and I need to get most of them out of here. Today, we're going to be working on the 94 Mustang GT, the 347 stroker. I got several flood cars. Guys, this one was a hurricane flood car in Florida. Waterline was up to about right here, super high. This one, this Cobra, also super high waterline flood car from Florida. I've got some other cars. Most of my cars are not floods, but I've got a few of them that are. My 57 Chevy, we still got air conditioning to do on. This is a 2015 Mustang EcoBoost. This was a flood car, a hurricane car from Florida. This is my newest arrival, like an 86 Nissan. This is a 300ZX manual transmission, and you guessed it, my most recent acquisition from Florida. And yeah, hurricane flood car, 92 Crown Victoria Aero. Yep, hurricane flood car from Florida. And I've got another one, my 98 Mitsubishi Eclipse Spider, also a hurricane car from Florida. And guess what, guys? All of them run and drive. Now, there's one more in the garage. It's my 66 Chevy Impala with a 427. It was not supposed to be a flood car. It was not listed as a flood car. Turns out it was a flood car. Can you guess where it came from? Yeah, Florida. Yep. Came from the Tampa area. Anyway, today's video is about this little car right here. This is actually one of my favorites sitting out here today. This one is definitely, I'm gonna say this is my favorite. This one is probably third favorite. And then the Dale Jr. Monte Carlo is like fourth favorite. And this one, you know what? This one takes first place every time. My 57 Chevy. Not a flood car though. So last time we were messing with this, the battery kept dying. We had some kind of a parasitic draw, and I think I got it figured out. Now, I haven't touched this car in over a week. Usually if you leave this car sitting for more than a day or two, it's dead. Completely dead as a doornail, won't start. Same thing with the Cobra. Now, I haven't tried messing with the Cobra yet, but I think, do we have lights? Can you? Yeah. Ha-ha! We have lights. That doesn't mean it's gonna start, but I'm hopeful. I'm real hopeful that this one's gonna start. Oh, I gotta do the, yeah, man. That battery's looks really dead. Nah, just start right up. That is great news, man. Low coolant light is on. Uh-oh. That is great news. That is great news that it started up on its own. I didn't have to put a jump on it. That's a first, guys. That's never happened before. This is super exciting. So let's see if we could take this thing for a quick ride. I'm going to show you what the problem is with it. It's all to do with the brakes. Guys, the brakes are, the front brakes are terrible on this. Oh, come on. And here's another thing. We have not taken this car for like an actual drive since I replaced the alternator, put the supercharger back on it. So this will be a good little test to see how she's gonna do. Let's just take it out real fast. Shifts great. Seems to be running great. The problem that I have with this car, I'm gonna show you in about 2 seconds here. Let's shift it to third. Oh, it shifts. This car drives great, guys. The problem is when I hit you see that steering wheel shaking? Oh, wow. Yeah. It ain't good. So The front brakes are completely trashed. The rotors are warped beyond belief, man. And I'm barely moving. Like, we're not going that fast, guys. And when I hit the brakes, the steering wheel just, that's hard to see it, I guess, but the steering wheel just shakes. The brake pedal pulsates. So the goal in this video is very simple. I just want to get this in the garage. Let's swap out the front brakes, and somebody did a swap on them. I bought the factory brakes for this car. They did not even come close to fitting. So I think they're Cobra brakes. So that's what I ordered, was a fresh set of rotors and pads for basically a 97 Mustang Cobra. Basically, literally, the same car, the white car that's sitting in front of my house, I ordered the brakes for that, for this. And I hope it fixes it, because I don't get to drive this car anywhere. It's too dangerous. It's not safe at all to drive this car. And I'd like to change that. I want to be able to get this car to where it's mostly finished. I want to ozone it. It's going to scrape trying to go in. It always does. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Easy. Come on. There we go. It always scrapes. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Oh, scraped. Yep. Every freaking time, man. There we go. There we go. Good enough. E-brake still doesn't work. Oh, she's idling a little funky now. Oh, this window also. I forgot I gotta fix this window. There we go. Idle seems to have cleared up. She's all right. She sounds good, man. Yeah, she sounds good. She sounds healthy. Listen to her, man. Oh, yeah, I like that. Oh, I also got to change these tail lights. I don't like these. I like the blue that matches, but I don't like these meatball style tail lights. I want the original style tail lights for this, and the original corner lights. Then I got to fix this window. So yeah, I thought I was almost done. I'm not almost done. What lights do we have on? Low coolant, airbag, and anti-lock brakes. I need to cut this off too. Put it in gear. I need to get the writing off the windows. Yeah, we got a little bit to do. Let's set this key over here. And yes, I have a new clutch and a new flywheel. And what else? Oh, all the bearings, everything for the Cobra. So we still have to, we still got to get the Cobra in here. And we're gonna have to pull the transmission. But before I can get to the Cobra, we got to deal with this other car. See, that's the problem. I got so many cars, and I really got to start getting rid of them, guys. I've had more people asking about buying this one. Like, so many of you have just blown me up trying to get this car, and it's like, I'm not even ready to sell it yet. Number one, because like, I love this car and I haven't even been able to take it out and really get to enjoy it yet, but I love this car. But the other reason is I haven't even been able to drive it. I took it 10 miles. The brakes are so bad. I put it up. I parked it and I was like, never again. Then I ordered brakes and rotors for it, and they were way too small. They didn't fit. So now I've ordered more brakes and rotors, and I'm hoping that these do fit. And then I can actually start enjoying the car. We'll get it cleaned up. We'll ozone the living hell out of it, change the lights and stuff. And after that, you know, I don't know. At that point, maybe I'll just get bored with it and I'll be ready to let it go. But that day is not today. Before we can get the Cobra in here and start working on pulling the transmission and changing out the entire clutch, we have this, my flooded 66 Impala that used to be on a television show called Two Guys Garage back in season 12. Super cool car, honestly, with a 427. Unfortunately, as of today's date, this car has only been able, I took it from a flood car to non-running flood car. We put a starter in it, and I've done a couple other things, and we've gotten it to where it occasionally runs, and it doesn't run well. It does occasionally start. And we did drive it almost all the way in the shop, and then the exhaust got hung up because somebody rigged it up. So this has got to get better. I've got to be able to move this reliably on and off lift, and currently we're needing a lot of parts to get this thing going. But still, I think this is an amazing project car for the channel, guys. Why don't I grab my jack and a jack stand, and we'll just get this thing up in the air. Let's start hammering on this. Let's get these brakes done, take it for a drive, and hopefully it'll be a car that I can actually use. So I've had a lot of people ask me in the past, how do I get this writing off the window? Guys, this stuff is, you can take a razor blade and you can do that, but I'm telling you, people say all the time, you cannot scratch glass with a razor blade. Yes, you can. I don't know where people get the idea that glass will not scratch, but I have torn up some windshields using razor blades to scrape all this stuff off, okay? So here's what I found. Forget about going out and spending a bunch of money on like Goof Off or anything. This is what I use right here. Simple, cheapest can of carb cleaner that you can buy, and a rag. All right, now you can do it two ways. If you want to, you can kind of sit your rag down under the wiper to protect it, and then you can just spray the glass. So give it a little, try to avoid getting it on paint, obviously, and then just kind of give it a wipe. And I mean, you see it starts working pretty quick. The first shot didn't do it though. With that said too, this stuff has been on here for a long time. The other way, look how much it got off. The other way of doing this is to kind of lay your rag down here and spray it. Okay, get it good and kind of wet. And breathe deeply. That's good stuff. Then just kind of rub it like a grease or pen eraser or something, you know what I mean? Look at that. I mean, it actually works pretty good. This stuff evaporates pretty quick though, so, you know, hit it again, get it good and wet, then go back up and just do the same thing. And you can see, look at that. It's the stuff works really, really well. Now, occasionally you're gonna end up with a spot that doesn't want to come off. You just hold it there a little longer. If you get one of those tough spots, just hold it there and she'll come off. And then just wash, rinse, repeat. You know, just do the same thing over and over again. And you have no risk at all of damaging your glass. All right, so I guess before we take this caliper off, I probably want to clean it up a little bit. I don't want it to look this nasty. The caliper says PBR on it. I'm assuming it's probably just like a factory replacement for a Cobra. We've got steel braided lines too. These are kind of like race calipers. These are super cool because there's a little clip on the back, just a little C-clip, and if you can, nope, not going to be that easy, is it? But if you can get in there and you can grab a hold of this clip and you can just, dang it, if it's a big, no, she ain't going to try to come off like that. Sometimes you can get a little flathead in there and you can just kind of pop it. Come on, pop it out, almost. There we go. Just don't lose your little clip, right? Little C-clip there. You got a little washer behind it. And then just a gentle tap. And you can take you some needle nose vice grips like this, kind of get on it, and just kind of rock it. I should probably tighten these up just a hair, but come on, rock it out of place. Once you get this pin out here, there we go. This is super easy if you're just doing brake pads, because guess what? These just, look at that. They'll slide right up and out now, guys. Ready to go. Unfortunately, we're changing the rotors too, which means we've got to take the bracket off. And on the back, you've got a couple of, I don't know, 15, 14 mils holding the bracket on. We'll take those off and we'll get this all swapped out. But first, I'm going to try to clean that up with some brake clean, a brush, and a rag. So before we go any further, let's just spray this down with some brake clean. Hopefully, the paint doesn't just fall right off of this. Sometimes that can happen with brake clean, guys, so you got to be careful. We got a little detail brush right here. I'm just going to kind of, and that stuff evaporates so quick, so quick. Then just spray it again. Probably should be wearing some kind of a mask when dealing with all this, but it's already looking a heck of a lot better, guys. Yeah. Just keep it up. And here in just a minute, we'll have it cleaned up enough where we can take this thing off and start getting this caliper worked on. So these were 15s. Super easy. Got them out. Hopefully this just falls off like this. Keep it out of the way. And now it's time for the rotor. These are, honestly, these are big rotors, guys. I'm not even joking. These are, those are big. I didn't realize how big these rotors were. Now, it's important to remember when you get new rotors, typically they come with like this protective grease layer all over them. So you're going to want to clean that off with a rag and some carburetor or brake cleaner. Either will work just fine. I've got my cleaned caliper on a caliper hanger. These things are absolutely wonderful to have. Basically just a couple of J-hooks. One hangs on the frame somewhere, and the other one hangs your caliper to keep you from putting tension on the line. Now, being that this is a stainless braided line, chances are you could hang it and it'd probably be fine, but why risk it? All right, so now we're gonna come in here and clean this mess up, get it a little bit nicer looking. I got a wire brush. I'm gonna just clean all this stuff up. Look at the cobwebs, like literally. Cobwebs, spider webs. Yeah, this thing's been sitting for a while. There's a stick on top of the, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna just clean this mess up a little bit and prep it to get its new rotor and new brake pads. Super easy, guys. So the caliper's cleaned up. We got some new pads installed. Just gonna give it an extra little spray down in case we missed anything. And if you could find a clean part of your rag, just go ahead and give it a quick wipe off. Make sure everything looks like, you know, like you're ready for new brakes to go on it. You don't want any grease or anything on it. And then just simply, if you did it right, just slide your brakes on. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I have caliper grease right here. So you're supposed to use this because it helps prevent noises. Honestly, though, this doesn't look like it had any to begin with. And I don't think this one was making any noise, so I'm going to go ahead and just do it like it is. Worst case scenario, we come back and, you know, do it the right way the second time. Isn't that how that always goes? I'm going to fight with this a little bit, get her locked down in here, and then we should be ready. I don't know. Take her for a drive once we do the other side. And after a little bit of finagling, take a look. Looks pretty good, guys. Damn sure looks better than whatever is going on with these. You can see that these were clearly not, they're warped. You can see very clearly these are severely warped, guys. You can see places where it's clean. You can see other places where it's not. I mean, these were just severely warped rotors. But she looks pretty good now, guys. I'm gonna get a clean rag. I'm gonna hit it one more time, put the wheel on, go to the other side. We're gonna knock it out off camera, and then this thing should be ready for a test drive. I got all the writing off the windows. I got all the sticker residue off of the door, all the writing off of this window too. It's actually looking pretty good, guys. I'm excited because if this fixes the horrible front brakes, and obviously it should, this means I can actually start driving this car. I can take it home. I can take it out and just romp on it and start really enjoying it. Would you look at that beautiful blue and white, guys? And those stripes, those aren't like just vinyl stripes. These are clear coated over. They may be vinyl, but I mean, they're actually cleared over. So these stripes aren't coming off. I love that. She's a good looking car, guys. And I still haven't cleaned it up at all, other than getting the sticky residue and the writing off the windows. Nothing. Here's the last rotor. This is the one that I suspect was causing the most problems. If you take a look, you can see clear signs. It is pitted heavily, and it's like half the rotor has like shiny, and the other half is just rusted and pitted. So it looks like the pads looked relatively new. They probably had half their life left, so somebody just did a pad slap on the old girl and called it a day. That's unfortunate. We did it the right way, though. So before we take off, we're gonna make sure we pump the pedal. Make sure we have a good pedal. Let's turn the wheel. There we go, brakes to the floor, and very nice. We got a good pedal. All right, time to ride. There we go. Let me get buckled up. I'm gonna take it for a spin and see if those brakes are any better. So the brakes are good. The coolant was a little low, so I filled it up. The overflow bottle was a tad low. Now I gotta be careful coming off this ledge. She scrapes every time, man. And I hate it. No, it didn't scrape. It didn't scrape. All right. Good deal. Well, let's see what it does. I'm hoping that was the problem. I mean, I know it was the problem, guys. Like, I have no doubts that the brakes are going to be 100,000 times better now. And with any luck, I can actually start driving this old girl. Oh, a lot of traffic. It's about lunchtime, so I'm not really surprised. The idle hunts a little bit, you know. That's normal for the old 5.0s. Any of you's ever had a 5.0, you already know. Especially when they're cold. These things, for whatever reason, seem to just kind of hunt. Boy, for idle, she wants to rip, man. Like, no joke. Wow. Oh, it's so smooth. I'm talking about the engine, not the brakes. Oh, that transmission is beautiful, man. This is a nice car. Check engine. Of course the check engine light came on, man. Of course it did. Probably could use a little bit of an alignment. Yeah, I didn't check the air pressure of the tires either. These roads aren't the best, but you know, it does seem like it pulls a little bit to the right there. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not stressing over it, guys. Right now, we even have gas. Where's the gas? Oh, we got a little bit. I keep forgetting cars need gas, right? Third gear, we're at 60. Let's drop her down to fourth. There we go, fourth gear. Smooth as butter, man. Smooth as butter. Runs great. We're doing 65. Let's get her on up to 70. There's 70, 75. All right, let's hit those brakes. Oh, smooth. Yes, that's all I wanted. All I wanted. You can see the steering bouncing around a little bit. I'm not hitting the brakes. It's a really rough road out here, man. And some cars just handle differently. You know, this one handles a little more rugged. It's a little more rough. Did I tighten the lug nuts? Oh no. No, I'm kidding, guys. I'm just joking. Oil pressure's sitting solid at 3,000 RPM. We're at 80 PSI. This has got a lot of oil pressure. And again, let's just hit the brakes. Let me let go of the steering wheel. Hitting the brakes, slowing down. Yeah, good. Not a shimmy or shake one, guys. Horn? Works. All right, man. Hey. I'm going to call that a wrap, guys. I'm in a hurry. I got things to do. Look, steering wheel. Oh, that is so nice. I don't even feel any pulsating anymore. I don't feel any vibration, not even from the back. So I'm going to say we're solid, man. We're solid. Normally I'd go the 10-mile run, guys, but I got to go pick my fiance up from work. I should take this. Oh, she'd be mad. Could you? No, I better not. Because if something goes wrong with this, oh, Lord. Yeah, if I don't show up, she's going to be like, are you serious? You tried to bring a toy? Oh, my God. Whoa. Oh, wow. Woo! Oh, my. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, this is it. This is it right here. Not even kidding, guys. I love this car. I really... Yeah, she's got some power, man. Well, I wish I knew more about it. I wish I had some like dyno numbers, but maybe that's something we could do at some point down the road, you know. Take it to there's Able Racing out in Midwest City. They're not too far away. You know, maybe I could take it out there, find a speed shop or something, get a dyno done on it, just find out how many horsepower and how much torque this thing is actually dropping because I'm going to tell you right now, I've had some powerful cars. It's not like Hellcat fast. You know, don't get it twisted. It's not Hellcat fast or anything like that. But I'm tempted to say I'd put it up there with a modern Scat Pack. You know what I mean? Like I'd put it up there like 485, maybe 5. Let's just call it 485. Uh-oh, cop. And he's gone. I'm sorry. I don't even think I have a tag on this car, man. All right, I'm happy. I'm really happy. This is something I can drive now, guys. Temperature's good. I've got the heat on. Air conditioning works. What a great car. What a great car. Brakes feel really good. Throwout bearing makes a little bit of noise. Just a little bit. Not anything crazy. Nothing that concerns me. But there's definitely a little bit of noise there. Let's go ahead and shut that off. See how she's doing. Seatbelt off. Man, the battery doesn't die anymore. All right, the only lights, well, anti-lock, airbag, and now the check engine light, which, you know, I don't know, man. Temperature looks good. Sitting right at, what is that, 160? That ain't bad at all. Oil pressure, nice and warmed up at an idle, is 40 PSI. And fuel sitting right around 40 PSI. Alternator charging nicely. And RPMs are hanging, you know, about, I don't know, 750? Close to 750. She sounds so good, man. Unfortunately, I got to get out of here. I just want to stay and play now, man. I want to play with my toys. I've been in kind of a slump lately, man. Just ain't wanted to do much of anything over this last week. And I'm so glad I came out here today and got to play with this car. This makes it worth it. Really does. She sounds good. She's running great. Let's see how those brakes are looking in there, huh? It looks pretty nice. You can clearly see where she's been biting. What's crazy is it looks like the bite is only on, what is that, less than half of the rotor? You see the difference in color? Yeah, you can clearly see where she's biting onto. It don't look like it's even using half the damn rotor. This car is a beast, man. This car is a beast. Everybody keeps asking me, when are you going to sell it, Randy? When's it going up for sale? I don't know, man. I don't know. Damn, this is a great car. Great car. Fire it up one more time. See, the check engine light's immediately off. Whatever. Who cares, man? Who cares? I wish this would come back to life. I got to figure out what happened to it because this used to work. I don't know. Hello? Yeah, it's got a switch turning on and off. Used to work, doesn't work at all anymore. Oh well. Tis what it is, guys. I'm gonna give her a little rev. Make sure that battery's nice and charged. Oh, she sounds so... Oh, I gotta stop. Gotta stop, gotta stop. I gotta go. I gotta go. That's what I gotta do. I gotta go. Gotta go. You don't know how bad I want to take this car and go pick her up in it. But if it didn't make it, it'd be the end of me. Do these doors lock? Let's find out. I'm gonna say, oh, it tries. It needs to be greased up. No, we're gonna need to grease them up. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up breaking the key. It's the only key I got for this one too. I don't know, guys. She's tough, man. She's tough. If you had to pick, and I know a lot of you are gonna say you got to keep both of them. Maybe, I don't know. But if you had to pick one, either this one or the white Cobra over there, the low mileage Cobra, which one would you guys choose? Because honestly, I'm torn. Roxy, you ready to get out of there, baby girl? Because I gotta go. Yeah, good girl. Good girl, you done hanging out? Yeah, we appreciate you. It's always good seeing you, giving you some food and a warm place to stay for a little while. I've been here since 5 o'clock this morning, so I'm ready to get out of here, guys. I gotta move some cars around. I think that's going to be a wrap for this video. So do me a favor, if you enjoyed this content, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.